Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best. Grant, I want to talk to you a little bit about some odds and ends. And Joe Flacco, the quarterback with the Baltimore Ravens, we knew after the playoff run he had and the way they won the Super Bowl, he was going to sign a big contract. And he did, $120 million. Someone said, what are you going to do with that money? He said, probably look at it.
Yeah, how wrong we all were after the Super Bowl, because we all were wrong. I thought he might sign, I said, $100 million.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
120.
So he sets the bar. Now, let me ask you this, Grant.
Let me ask you something first.
Okay.
Why do you need a $29 million signing bonus if you're already going to make $20 million a year? 52 of that's guaranteed. Why do you need
He wanted to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
I just don't know why you need a signing bonus if you're making that kind of money.
Well, you know, you got agents, you got kids, bills start piling up. I wanted to ask you though, I mean, now you're seeing a bit of a trend like this, where you have Tom Brady restructuring his contract to save the team money so they can go out and get the free agents to win. Now, I'm just throwing it out at you. Who would you rather have as your leader? The guy that's bringing in all the cash, or
so is that for sure? Is Flacco's contract going to hurt the Ravens from signing other? Probably.
Why not? Why not?
Probably.
Yeah. You're only allowed to spend so much in a year with that salary cap. So I'm just.
So to answer your question, rather have Tom Brady.
Yeah. I mean, what a thing to do. I mean, in this day of greed and getting everything you can for yourself.
I respect the guy who does that.
Yeah.
I know some people say the players' associations don't like when players do that, and I heard the NFL Player Association director say recently that, nope, it's okay with us. As long as it's okay with that player personally, it's okay with the Players Association. He said, now if I'm another quarterback somewhere else and Tom Brady does that, that might bother me.
Well, you know, the thing about the Brady house, Grant, is he can take a pay cut, then he can just go, honey, slap on one of those bikinis and walk down the runway and bring us home some money, because she makes more money than he does.
Giselle Bundchen.
I don't care what her name is. Her
I
in
can say
cutoffs.
her name, I can't say Tostito.
Sosito.
Tostito. I shouldn't do that. That's kind of racist.
So the reason you are dressed
Take
up.
that out.
The reason you're dressed up.
McGrattan, I'm going to fight you at McGrattan.
Goal!
Okay, never mind.
The reason you're dressed up because you're hosting a press conference this week. The PGA Championship Series, that's the
Champions Tour.
Champions Tour. Yes.
It's the old Seniors Tour with a nicer name. And it's controlled by the PGA. You know, it's 50.
Seniors at 55 is just
50.
wrong. 50, that's just
50.
wrong.
You and I could be on the Champions
Tour.
Tour. You are, oh, yeah. Deny, eh, Mike?
Always.
Yeah,
always.
Deny. Yeah, it's coming to Calgary. It's coming to the Canyon Meadows Golf Course in August. It's new this year. It's a 3 to 5 year deal, and I'm told it could be the template to bring the ultimate PGA Tour to Calgary. If all things go well, and if this organization can do it, can pull off the Champions Tour, then they're going to try and build a new golf course just for the PGA.
Oh, really? So
Yes.
the PGA, like Tiger and
Yes.
McIlroy, all
there
these
isn't a
big
golf
names.
course in this area right now that could hold a PGA tournament, but if they can do this Champions Tour at Canyon Meadows, if the business makes sense, they will build a golf course and bring in the Tigers of the world and Rory McIlroy.
Restructure Fox Hollow. The most dangerous course on the planet.
There are golfers like Tom Watson, Mark Calcavecchia, Peter Jacobson, Rocco Mediate. Remember Rocco Mediate played against Tiger a couple of years back? Was that the U.S. Open? I think it was U.S. Open, one of those big major tournaments. So Rocco Mediate's over 50, so there's some big names. Now
There might be more recognizable names there than really on the tour.
Could be.
For the general person.
That's true.
Yeah.
And here's what the organizer said to me. He said, it's much like if you got a bunch of the Flames from the 80s and 90s, the alumni, in a tournament with a group compared to NHL players today. What would that feel like? Just like what you said, more recognizable names, more approachable, understanding the format better. People can reach out and touch them, if you will. Where, you know, players of today a little more, you know, they get running.
Anybody in particular you wanted to reach out and touch, Grant, or is it just a thought?
You know what I mean.
No.
Sure.
No, I don't want to touch anybody like that. But you can.
So that is one of the attractions. And here's the thing too. Even if you're not big in golf or you don't want to go to the tournament, it's going to be like a festival. There's a festival of golf. They're bringing in, I heard country music stars or music. There's a music component to this too. So it's not just a golf tournament, it's a golf festival. It goes on for a number of days, so there's more to it than
It's
just
kind of the
playing
modern
game.
day Woodstock, so to speak.
With colorful pants. Actually, they were tie-dye colorful pants back then.
Back then too, but a different
And
one.
I wore them.
You were at Woodstock.
Tried to.
Baseball. You wanted to talk about the what's it called?
The World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. Interesting thought on that, Grant. And not that I watch a lot of baseball anymore.
I don't think many people do around here.
But I will watch. I'm kind of anxious to see what the Jays are going to put out there this year. R.A. Dickey is an interesting cat. I think he's just so humble, down to earth, and the way he throws that knuckleball, I love to watch that.
So he'll be with Team USA?
Yes. Now, I wanted to ask you this, though. Would you rather not be playing in an event like this than stuck in spring training in meaningless, boring games that guys don't even care? They don't care. They're just getting warmed up. But at
I
least
think this is going to be exciting.
I think it could be. You know, I think I'd rather.
I mean, Canada can now put on a pretty good team. Joey Votto, who's led the majors in batting average for a number of years, from Toronto, plays at Cincinnati Reds. He's in the Canada lineup. Brett Lowry of the Blue Jays, the third baseman, he's in the lineup too. Justin Morneau, Minnesota Twins, he's in the lineup. So Canada has some big name major leaguers. So that makes it for me more exciting that they have a chance. They have a chance to knock off Japan or Team USA or one of the big teams. So I love, who doesn't like these one-off events?
Sure, yeah.
It's not necessarily the thing you'd watch 162 times a year, but if it goes for a couple of weeks or so, I'll pay attention.
Hey, with these big events, I remember, I know I'm straying off topic here, but remember in our days, and we'd always get those Canada-Russian
still our day.
series, yes. And we used to look forward to them.
I mean, the Canada Cups and those
Yeah, and
things?
all this. But now,
I heard they want to bring those back, the World Cups.
I've seen too much of it. You see it in World Junior Championships. You've seen it. I just think it's been oversaturated.
Yeah, I think one of the big problems is television. You were saying back in our day.
Yeah. Grant, I used to keep regular.
Well, soon after the Canadian stormed Vimy Ridge, there was a Canada Cup. No. I think TV's changed now.
Yeah.
Everything's accessible, and there's more coverage of things. So to see the Russians once in a while play Canada in hockey, or even the Americans, that was pretty interesting.
Sure.
Because TV had changed. Now you see these guys all the time. And you could probably watch the KHL, you could probably watch Russian hockey on your laptop nowadays. So that to me. However, I still would like to see more World Cups of hockey.
Yeah.
I still think that would be cool, like World Baseball Classic. To see the
But
best
you got
lineup.
the Olympics, Grant. Then
I
you
know,
got Canada Cup. Then you got the World Junior.
Well, you don't have Canada Cups, but don't you?
No, but I mean, if you were to go down that route, that's what
To me, junior hockey spread out too thin when the Russians come over here and play in that series. To me, that's too much. But I still would like to see more big event sports more often.
Yeah. Hey, did you get up at
classics.
4 o'clock to watch Canada take on the Russians at the Spangler Cup? Nope. I can guarantee you.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, I know, but it's not me. I could care less.
But a lot of people don't do a lot of things that you do.
Maybe that's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah.